Hello, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this episode of POELTL, the NBA player guessing game on Lots of Thoughts, a sports podcast YouTube channel. My name is Dylan. If you're not familiar with POELTL, you need to go back and watch the other POELTL episodes. It's an NBA player guessing game. It's fairly straightforward. I'm not really going to go into the details. I usually kind of give a tutorial, but I think you'll get the idea. Guessing the randomly selected NBA player. I usually start with a player on my favorite team because he had a good game recently in the preseason. I'm going to go Ben Simmons. He looks really good. Great fit along Kyrie and KD. If you haven't seen the podcast episode where I talked about my Eastern Conference predictions, talked about the Nets, of course, I gave 1 through 15, what I'm looking for on each team. Feel free to check that out. It's on the YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. We got a guard. Forward is yellow. So we're either looking at a guard or a forward. Just above 10. So number 11 or 12. Age just below 26. So we're looking at 25 or 24 in the Atlantic Division. This is great. This is really great. Okay, number 11 or 12. Let's think. Celtics, Grant Williams, I believe, is number 12. And who's number 11? Kyrie was 11. Peyton Pritchard's 11, I think. And Peyton Pritchard is, I was going to say too short, but we don't know that. We know he's significantly short. We know he's shorter than 6'9", and both Peyton Pritchard and, well, Grant Williams might be, no, he's not that tall. He might be like 6'5". So both of those are candidates. We'll keep them in mind. Next up, we have the Knicks. Who wore 11? Guys that I'm thinking could have wore 11. Cam Reddish could have. I know Frank Ntilikina wore 11, but he's gone, obviously. And I don't know who wears 12. RJ wears 9. Randall wears a higher number, 30 maybe. I don't know what number Fournier wears, but he's too old. It's got to be a young player. I got to keep that in mind. So under 26. I believe Grant Williams is 25, just going back. And I believe Peyton Pritchard might be 23. 24. This is what, his third year? Third year if he went to 4 years in college? I don't know. Okay. I don't think it's on the Knicks. Next up, the Raptors. Don't know who wears number 11. Don't know who wears number 12, but young players. Scotty Barnes is too young. Pascal is probably too old. OG is around that age, but he's too tall, I'd assume. Yeah, he's got to be 6'9". Gary Trent Jr., I believe, wears 3. No clue what number Fred VanVleet wears, and I probably should. He's not that young, is he? Hopefully he's not that young. Next up, we have, who am I missing? Knicks, Celtics, 76ers. Ooh, I have no idea who wears 11 or 12 on the 76ers. I got to refresh my number knowledge. Tyrese Maxey's the first guy who comes to mind, but I think, shoot, I don't know what number he wears. I think it's a single digit. Tobias Harris wears 12 for sure. I'm not so certain, but I feel confident. I feel confident in that. Who wears 11 for them? Harden wears 1 because 13's retired. Danny Green wore what, 14? I feel like it's like Georges Niang that wears 11 or something like that. You know, I'm gonna send a guess from the Celtics. I think Grant Williams might be a little too old, so I'm gonna go Peyton Pritchard. Boom. 2 guesses. Spent a lot of time on it only to come back to Peyton Pritchard. That was pretty good. That was a good POELTL episode. If you enjoyed it, click the subscribe button down below. Little red button, mostly square. And click the little bell next to it. It'll notify you whenever a Lots of Thoughts Sports YouTube channel video comes out. And click the like button if you enjoyed. Click any of the links in the description to access any of our content anywhere throughout all social platforms, the podcast, the newsletter, the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, merchandise live on Amazon. So feel free to check that out in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a wonderful rest of your day.